Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome to your Astro Guidance, the number one astrology authority after Astro 101. As I'm bringing back new phase of astrology, Astro Guidance, where we help you navigate your life. We are your Garmin to your life. Okay, because it's Garmin. Is Garmin still relatable or it's Google Maps? More of like Waze, Sal. If your relationship was like a what if your relationship was like a navigator, it would have been how to say Waze, Sal. It was always taking a shortcut. So let me explain how it works. Okay, let me explain how does it work. What it Let me see 1 second, guys. How does it work? I'm looking for another. No, because they're asking me for lunch. I'm sorry, I gotta be honest. They ask me, you want burrito or plate or pita? Okay. See, I'm all about honesty. Let me just choose. Okay, so there you go. Okay, so I said rice. I'm Asian. So, we're gonna be looking at your ascendant and moon sign. Okay. We're gonna be looking at sidereal Vedic astrology, and how it's gonna manifest in your life. Okay. Vedic sidereal, ascendant or moon sign for Sagittarius. But can I stand up first before we start? When I stand up, you guys can see my head. For all the moon in Sagittarius, thank you, thank you, thank you. Sadisati is over. Sadisati is over. Whew, you get a 2.5 break. When Saturn goes to the fourth house for you, it will be a different story. Sadisati is over. Thank you. Standing ovation for all the moon in Sagittarius. Congratulations. If you guys are still here, you have survived 7.5 years of challenges. It's graduation time. I've seen it for people who finish Sadisati. Okay, when I see, because it's like it's just a stressful time. 7.5 years of stress. So it can break you. Okay. Because it affects the mind. It affects the moon. Okay. So moon in Sag. I've seen it where all of a sudden, like, they're a dreamer, they're a believer, they're an action taker, they're proactive, they're just go, go, go. They're just go, go, go. Okay, but anyhow, before we start over here, you don't know your chart. There's the Astronova down there. You want to interpret your chart, you got your chart, you don't understand what it is. I'm here for you. Astro Guidance course, it is live in Zoom. It's a group setting. I will guide you how you interpret your chart. So, go down there. You got me. Okay, so let's begin over here. Love that you guys have graduated. Okay, love that for you. So what's going on for Sagittarius here? We have to look where it came from and where it's going. That's how I see it. And then, of course, where it's going after. Okay? Okay. So, Saturn from your second house. You know what was going on there? It was bringing you issues with the family. Family could have been difficult. Now, there may not be fight, but difficult. Okay? There may be, how to say this, there may be some times where you don't understand them or they're dependent on you. Okay? Because Saturn now carries the karma of your family. Second house is sustenance. So savings-wise, money. The last month was crazy, Sal. It's going to get better. It's going to get better. A Sagittarius ascendant and a moon is going to be different manifestation. Okay? From an ascendant perspective, an ascendant in Sag, you will have the courage to do things now. You will decide, you will commit. Let me just charge this, guys. You will decide and you will commit to things. Creative. A social media influencer. You may be a person right now who's thinking about launching your career, artwork, writing, books. So yeah, you just open a TikTok, you just open a Snapchat, Twitter. You just open a Facebook. If you just open a Facebook, it's already closing. I'm kidding. People work for that company. You just open Friendster. Okay, relatable. So third house for you is where we call it Dustana house. When a malefic planet goes to 3, 6, 8, 12, okay, it brings challenges, but third house is very good for Saturn. Rahu is good also because it makes you fearless. The only problem with you being fearless is that you forget reality. Same thing as overly optimistic as a Sag. You forget reality. So what's giving you right now here is a 0 degrees in Aquarius. It's giving you that fearless energy. I can, I will. I have nothing to be scared of. Yes. This is good. Now, it depends if you have anything that is sitting in Aquarius. You have Jupiter in Sag. You have Venus in Aquarius. Married life for sure there. Why? Because you're going to be bold enough to commit. It's like, what can go wrong? I mean, my past 2 marriages was fine. Past 2 marriages was fine. I think when we say past 2 marriages was fine, it wasn't fine. I'm kidding. Okay. No. Jupiter in Sag is very good, right? But Mercury right now is retrograde. But without getting sidetracked over here, depends what planet is sitting in the third house. Now, Saturn in the third house, I just say you're bold, you want to do things. Our first enemies, okay, growing up is our sibling, okay? I don't care who you are, but there's always what we call sibling rivalry, isn't it not? It is never, well, there is the mother dearest rivalry, right? You're never a rivalry with your parents because they're just naturally rivals. But siblings is a third house. So what it does here, since you're doing your own thing, if you have a sibling, they will hate you for not being responsible because you're too daring, Sag. You're doing whatever you want. And Saturn is control. And Saturn acts like your siblings here. So now your family, which is your siblings, now will tell us like, don't do that. But I'm a freaking Sag. I will do whatever I want. Brings conflict again. So manage that part. Okay. Now, Saturn in the third house, if you are a moon in Sagittarius, okay. If you're a moon in Sagittarius, hep, hooray, sadisati is done. Okay. You will feel a sense of relief and a part of you where you start to see things clearly for what it is. Relationship, partnership, anything. Okay? Because third house is courage for us. Okay? So you become more, how do you say it? Because it wasn't giving you that cloud anymore of judgment. So you're able to say yes to this, no to that. Yes to this, no to that. So that's good. We love that. Now, what else it's doing here in the third house? When a planet, okay, any planet, basically like, any planet will have an aspect on the 7th. The building behind me will look at me. And this house will also look at them, right? Which only means a planet will always look opposite. And what is opposite of any planet is called the 7th house. You count it, it's 7. So Shani over here is looking at your 9th house. So 9th house, which is luck, opportunities. This may be a time where all your creative juices will come out because Shani is bringing it out of you. It's making you do things, try things that you've never done because it wants you to explore and learn. It's going to destroy the 9th house, which is 9th house is our faith, 9th house is education. So there may be some interruption in education. There may be a lack of faith because you feel like my courage, my will, it's like, this is me. I'm in charge of my life. So you become less of a spiritual person. It destroys the 9th. And what happens if we don't have faith? We're just basically ship with no shepherd. I don't know where that came from. Okay. Yes, a ship with no shepherd. Or that dog, the shepherd dog. Where is that? In Ireland, right? They have that. I love those dogs. Okay. So, one thing that you need to focus on here is to have faith because you're a Jupiter, your natural 9th house. That you can only succeed with things that you're doing if you have faith with the powers that be. Ninth house. You cannot do it alone, but you will feel like, I can do it. I've done it before and I will. What Shani is teaching you here is to always remember to connect your spirituality with what you're working on. Third house. I'm going to open a social media. Connect it with spirituality so it doesn't destroy you. What kind of social media is? Well, I want to be a healer, Reiki healer, sound bath cleansing. I want to be an astrologer, an oracle reader, a tarot reader, divination, mystic. I want to share wisdom. I want to enlighten people. I want to share scriptures. You know, this is what it's showing. If you connect both, your third and your ninth, it's going to be good for you with regards to receiving blessings. It's going to unlock more things for you. Spirituality is the key, not basically the enemy. Okay? Because what Saturn does here is like, it's showing, it's like, no, just do this. You can do it. Forget about that. I'm gonna make you work. I'm gonna make you do things. You're gonna be so occupied with the third house. Because Saturn will also look, of course, third from it, which is for you, your fifth house. So you're gonna feel fulfilled by just doing your thing, you know, my house, my rules. You're basically, after the Sadisati, you're a rogue. You know, you're uncontrollable. This is what I can see for you. Like, you just like, who let the dogs out? Okay? Who let the dogs out? And ninth house basically is the milkshake. You know, we gotta go to the yard. That's where we get the blessings. Ninth house. Okay? So that's what it does. Saturn is hard work. Aquarius is for the many. So if you're doing something that influences, I have a one-on-one client last time I was coaching, that if you do it for the many, which what the client was really sharing, for the many, guaranteed success, because Saturn says, I am here to help you if you want to help others. Aquarius is the many. But if it is a selfish act, because third house can be very selfish, these people, like you have Rahu third. Ooh, I've seen it. I've seen Rahu third. They will do anything for their own happiness and glory, as long as they're taken care of. This is Rahu though. Rahu is selfish though. Rahu will, but Saturn here is different. Okay? So do something for the many. Do something that you have been called for. This can be a spiritual calling also that you're doing. It's gorgeous time for the Sag. This is a moment of celebration for the next 2.5 years. Yes, and Jupiter is still in Pisces. Jupiter in the fourth house. Comfort, right? You may feel a little bit lax right now. Like, I don't care. Like, you know how you feel like after you graduate and you don't know if you're going to get a job, but the only thing you know is like you finish your bachelor's and you don't know yet what kind of work, pay, but you just feel like, I finished a course, a degree. That's what it's giving you right now. But now is not the time to stop. Now is the time for you to plant the seeds. Third house is planting the seeds. The birth of your desire is a third house. What you want right now can grow in the future, provided that you work hard for it. Tip of the iceberg with this prediction. We can talk more about this, of course, in our Astro Guidance. It's a course right there. I will be there. Join me. And then if you don't know your birth chart, your placement, your 2023 prediction, I encourage you to get the Astronova there. Now, other things that I would need from you guys is tell me what other content you want from an astrology perspective in the comments, and hopefully we'll be able to follow up with those subjects and topics. All right? So thank you very much, guys, and I'll see you.